Hey Dunchbags, what's going on? It's Landon Remixes here, and today we're doing 25 new things in the 1.5 Redstone update of Minecraft, and I'm going to get started really quick here. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to go over 25 new things in the new Minecraft update, the Redstone update, and basically hopefully you guys will find out some stuff you didn't know. So this is the comparator. It's crafted like this. By the way, if you need to do it, just pause it and look at the crafting recipe. Basically, it's kind of complicated, but I made a design here. You just put the comparator in front of the jukebox, and the redstone comparator will use it and take the signal, put it through, and open the door. So that's the first thing. The next thing is the new hopper item, which you can actually use. Just craft it like this. You can just simply take an item, and also you can just throw it right in. It's a pretty simple item. You just toss it right in, vacuums it up, puts it in the chest. You can also go chest to hopper to chest to hopper to chest to hopper, and the hoppers can connect to each other. One of the cool designs that you can use for it is something like this, where you can do your automatic farming or semi-automatic farming, and it'll go right in, travel down the line, and go straight into the hopper or the chest at the bottom because of all the connections. So there's all that, and time for the next item. The dropper is similar to a dispenser, but actually only drops items like arrows and snowballs, and also wheat, but I don't think it's going to show us the wheat, so it's basically just like that, and it's crafted like this, basically the same as a dispenser except without the bow. Fourth of all, dispensers can now shoot up and down, just like that. Nextly, there's a daylight sensor, which can actually be used to make night lights, or if you want to, use them to make a sensor where it'll set the time. So I'll show you guys real quick how that works. I'll set time set 15,000, and as you can see, the daylight is off. The inverter turns this thing on. Unblock that. Got to take some redstone real quick. I forgot to prepare that redstone. I'll show you guys how to craft this in a second too. Redstone. Hopefully this will be a really fast video. I just want to show you guys kind of how this works. That'll turn that on usually, but for now it's not working, so I think you have to do that and then set it back to night again. So time set, actually let's time set night, and it'll show you in a second, since this is going to stay on. Since it picks up the sunlight, it'll transmit a redstone signal through to this, which will invert and turn the day on. So that'll go off in a second. In the meantime, I'll go to the next item, which is trap chests. And trap chests work based on how many players are in it. You make it just like this. I actually forgot to show you guys how to make the daylight sensor. It's just like this. If you need to, you can just pause that and see. The trap chest will transmit a redstone signal based on how many players open the chest at the same time. Let's say I open it, this light will go on right here. You can't really see it all that well, and as you can see, the daylight sensor just turned back to day, so it'll just keep doing that over the course of the video. And you make it just like this, and let's say I had 2 players on right now, it would turn on this. Nextly, mobs are scared of tracks now, which is kind of a complaint that people have been using. Oh, actually it's not on peaceful right now, so I gotta get it off peaceful. Mobs are afraid of chests, or not chests, tracks, so you can kind of use them as fences, but it doesn't always work 100% effectively. It has for the chicken, but sometimes the creepers and whatnot will despawn. But also, I made this cool little design where you can have a house that's completely mob-proof. The next new item is the TNT minecart, which is made just with TNT and a minecart, obviously. You can just kind of casually push it, and there's a couple ways to detonate it. The first way is through an activator rail, which you make just like this. You simply just launch it off, and it'll go off through those and activate on the activator rail. It'll take a few seconds and blow up. Now, it won't blow up the track it's on or the actual blocks beneath it, but it'll blow up everything around it. The other way to detonate it is through rapidly spinning it really fastly, and I kind of just discovered that on my own. I didn't really get that from a video or anything. Number 11 is the new redstone block. You make it with 9 redstones, and basically you can just do it by doing that, and it'll turn it on as a portable redstone device. The next new item is the light weighted pressure plate, which you make just like this out of 2 gold ingots. And basically it transmits about, I think, 1 or every few it transmits a new redstone signal, and basically it'll turn it on within a few blocks. Number 13 is the weighted part 2, which is actually a little heavier. You're going to need a lot more blocks. You're actually going to need quite a few more before it'll actually go off, and I can either rapidly tap that, or I think that it would be a little better of an idea. It takes more than a whole stack to do, but eventually it will turn on whatever device you're using, but it's a really heavy thing, so that's just how that works. The next new item is a big item. It's called the nether brick. We all know that has been around for a while, but basically what you do is you smelt some nether rack, and you can make nether brick instead of having to get it at another fortress. So you just smelt it just like that with the nether rack. The next thing in the update is that you can actually use flint and steel in a dispenser. Thus, you can make a nether portal with a simple click. Just like that. Out to the nether. The next new item on the list is the new nether quartz ore, which you can actually get in the nether, which naturally spawns. You can just pick it up, and it'll give you this nether quartz item, which I actually assumed we had to... Oh yeah, you can actually use the ore and smelt it. You don't have to dig it straight out. I'm not sure when you have to smelt it, but it looks like you can just dig it straight out. Just like diamonds or anything like that, you can also smelt it just like this into its native block form, or native ore form, just native item form, just like this. So I'll see you guys back in the world. The next few items on the list have to do with quartz that you find in the nether. You can actually craft your nether quartz into a nether block, which you can then craft into craft into quartz slabs, which then you can craft that into chiseled quartz, I think, and you can use regular block of quartz to make this kind of weird texture, and then you can also make stairs out of it. The next addition is kind of bad, actually. Most people are pretty upset about this, but basically, it does have some benefits. It takes only 2 to 3 bone meal to grow a plant versus 1, and it'll just do that, so it'll take more. In one of the snapshots, it was actually 7, so it's kind of an improvement from what it was before. Nextly, saplings have also been nerfed. It takes between 4 and 5 to grow these kind of trees, just the regular 1 sapling trees. Sometimes it'll take a lot more, but usually it'll take around 4 to 5. And also, the best thing about this part is that the 4-way jungle tree actually only takes about 3 to 4, and it'll grow this entire thing and you only have to use it in 1. So that's pretty nifty too, which is probably the best part of this whole nerf system. The next part of the update is that dispensers can now dispense bone meal directly onto the plant. So as I said, it'll take a few, but it actually will grow, hopefully sometime soon. Nextly, you can name mobs, and you can also I'm going to tell you guys in a second. Clearly, it also shows the name. I've named this Mr. Porkers, and I've named this Jim. You simply do it by putting your egg into the anvil, and you can just name it something like Flooby Squid. I don't know why I named it that, but it's named Flooby Squid now, and you can kind of just keep him there, and he's going to act like a derp the rest of the day. So, next topic. Nextly, you can name chests and other storage devices. It clearly says the name right there, armor, and has the armor in it, so that's basically just really simple. The next part is the scoreboard command. I actually don't really know how to do this that well, but I know you can have a kill count and have it appear too. There are a lot of different types of commands. I have a bunch of Mr. Porkers here, and here's the switch to turn it on and off, and basically when you kill them, it'll give you a higher score, at least with the command I've set it to, but I can't really demonstrate it because it's not exactly working right now. So, next topic. The 23rd is the potion effect command, which basically you just flip the switch, you put an effect in like this, and you get a potion effect with a command block. So that'll be good for custom maps, and you won't have to use potion spawners or anything like that. I actually saw a post on the Minecraft forum where a guy was suggesting this, and yeah, so basically you can just get potion effects with that. Nextly, a fairly important item, the minecart with hopper. You basically just add the hopper and the minecart, and you create the minecart with hopper, which is actually a pretty cool item. You can just casually throw the item down, and it'll vacuum it up like a vacuum would, and it'll pick it up, and if you design it the right way, it'll actually take the item from the hopper and put it into a chest for you, which is very nifty. On to the next item. One more thing that I forgot to mention while I was off editing, I realized this. Snow can actually be stacked now in its small form, so it can kind of just be made as steps. And basically, yeah, that's about it. I'll show you guys how this works in a second, but this is kind of the last part of the video that I forgot to do. So I knew I was going to forget something, but I didn't know it was going to be the snow. So you can kind of just build it up and make it, and now snow can be used as stairs, so that's pretty cool. The last item is kind of a different item. It's in the option settings. This is kind of a good way to end the video because I can kind of talk. It's multiplayer settings. You can have the chat on commands only, hidden, shown, just switch stuff like that. I usually have it shown, keep the colors on. You can adjust the scale a lot. I already did that in Landopolis. Focus height, you can change all that stuff. So if someone's being annoying on a server, you can kind of just get rid of it and kind of just turn the chat off, because I know sometimes when I'm on servers it'll be annoying when someone's like blah 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 all the way on the right side of the screen. Well, I can't really point to it right now, but actually I'll show, dang it, okay, where he's looking right now on this side of the screen. That's where it kind of is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this really short video. I'm hoping to get a decent amount of views, and if you're not already subscribed to me, make sure to do that. I could use a lot of subscribers. I'm not that popular on YouTube, so it would be great if you could leave some feedback. And if you like my videos, make sure to, yeah, like it up, and maybe share it too. Share it with your friends, because I put a lot of stuff in this video that you might have not actually known about, the stuff that's not actually on the Mojang, I mean, it's not on their description list, like stuff being nerfed and different things on how to explain stuff. I kind of did tutorials for each of these things. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed that, please make sure to leave a rating or something like that. They also didn't say that mobs were scared of the rails on the thing. I'm just pointing this out. So anyway, I put a lot of work into this. I actually put in at least 3 hours of work into setting all this stuff up. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
And now you're going to die.